guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video at least once a week, and whenever I get the chance, I like to add in an extra or two. So if you haven't already, now is a great time to subscribe to my channel to stay on top of all of my new videos. It has been a while since we've done a tea review. Since everything started with the coronavirus, I've decided not to buy any tea. I decided to use the quarantine as a good opportunity for me to drink down my stash a little bit. And I feel like I actually did that. As you can see, I still have way too much tea, but I at least feel like I'm drinking through it, you know? Like for a long time, it was just like, oh my God, I have more tea than I could ever even think to drink. And now I feel like I've got sort of a good handle on it. And I wanted to hold off until I could like go into physical tea stores to buy tea, but then something really amazing happened. If you watch my videos, you guys will know that I'm sort of starting my own like teaware business, and I have begun to sell these metal basket infusers, which I use in every single video. I'll have them linked always in the description box. I sell them on Amazon and they're just perfect, and I love these infusers. So I started an Instagram page to have a second platform to kind of grow my business and to meet more like tea people, and to just, I guess, increase my outreach since I am trying to start a business. But I've got so into it, like the creative aspects of like taking photos of tea. I've been having so much fun with it and posting really frequently because I am loving it so much. And I recently hit 500 followers on there. And when I hit 500 followers, a couple different tea brands reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in doing some reviews for them if they send me some tea for free. And this is the first one that reached me. I checked my P.O. box yesterday and my package from Bahati Tea came, and I'm so excited to try new tea again and to try a new brand that I've never tried before. So we have some fun exploring to do today. This tea is called Greener on the Other Side. And I figure we should just get it steeping before we check out the loose tea and ingredients. So I've got my cup with my very own infuser, and I'm just gonna be scooping with the David's Tea Perfect spoon. It says to use 1 teaspoon of tea to 8 ounces of hot water. I believe this is like 16 ounces and this is like 2.5 teaspoons. So we're almost right on par. But I'll just go ahead and scoop right into there. And it's a green tea, so I'm using a lower water temperature. And I'm actually gonna set a timer. Since I'm not familiar with this brand yet, I wanna make sure my first impression is perfect. So it says to steep for 2 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for 3 minutes. I'm also really interested in reading about this tea brand, so I feel like there's so much to cover, and I'm like, where do we start? The tea, the brand, I don't know. So let's just start with reading the description. So on this side, it just has some of like the basic information. There's like a phone number, the website, and like a cute little, look at that logo. And it says, in moments of peace and serenity, know that you are Bahati. So I believe Bahati means luck or lucky in Swahili, so we'll definitely verify that. But this tea is called Greener on the Other Side, and it has green tea, rosemary, sage, safflower, rose petals with lemon and rose flavor. I was really intrigued by this one because obviously I love green tea, but I thought it was really cool that it has rosemary and sage, but then also lemon and rose. I just thought that sounded like a really beautiful combination. And it smells really beautiful too. I do smell the lemon and rose, but that herbiness as well. I feel like lemon and rosemary and like rose and sage. Oh, I love sage. I think it's so cool to have sage in your tea because it has nice like cleansing properties, like spiritually. But here's how it looks in the spoon. You can see those rose petals. Isn't that pretty? More than ever, I've been enjoying like the aesthetic of loose tea, like especially when it has ingredients like rose that add like pretty color to it. I'm so excited to take a photo of this tea for my Instagram. It's really, really pretty. So here's how it looks all spread out on the plate. I definitely see the rose petals, and I also see the little pieces of rosemary. Look at that. My husband, of course, is working from home. He might be working from home the whole rest of the year, so that's good for me. But you might hear him in the background, so don't be bothered if you do. Green tea, I definitely see that. It looks like, oh, that was 3 minutes already. Wow, that 3 minutes went by so fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the infuser. Back to checking out the tea. The green tea looks like kind of rolled up, like a gunpowder green tea. So here's those leaves. I definitely see the safflower. It's those like orange bits. So pretty. Isn't this a pretty tea? And the sage, I see a little piece right here if I could grab it. Little soft, fuzzy piece of sage. The only other tea I've ever had with sage in it was from David's Tea, and it was called Sip of Sage. It was also a green tea with sage, and it had rose petals too. So the ingredients were pretty similar, but the main difference I can foresee before I even try this is David's Tea's Sip of Sage tasted so strongly of spearmint that you didn't really get that herby sage kind of thing. It really just tasted like a spearmint green tea. It was good, I enjoyed it, but I'm hoping with this one to get really like that herbiness, especially because there's rosemary. So the rosemary and the sage I feel like are gonna be really nice together. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this. The combination of I think the rosemary and the rose, I think are gonna be really, really beautiful. I love rose teas. And just that herbiness with that lemon rose, I feel like is gonna be really beautiful. So I'm gonna pull up on my phone Bahati Tea's website so we can kind of learn more about them. The owner of the company's name is Brianna. She is really cool and really nice, really active on Instagram. So here is the homepage. It says, again, Know You Are Bahati, and it has a really pretty like dandelion in a sunset. Okay, so it says, what makes Bahati Tea Company different from the rest? While many of our competitors may repackage and sell teas that already exist on the market, Bahati Tea blends are created by our own certified herbalist. This ensures that our blends are unique, flavorful, and of excellent quality. Our products are blended and packaged when you order them. We do not believe in putting our teas on a shelf where they will sit until an order is placed. Great intent and preparation go into making each and every bag of tea. That includes yours. You can be assured that you are receiving a great quality product. So like when you order it, that's when they make it. It's like made to order and not like already blended and ready to go. Oh, here, this is cool. Wondering where on earth we got the name Bahati? Bahati means lucky in Swahili. Sipping tea can often lead to moments of peace, tranquility, and reflection. It is in these moments a person can feel truly lucky, truly blessed. It's this feeling we want to share with tea lovers everywhere. We invite you to pour your favorite blend or experiment with a new one. Take time out to ponder life's journey and know that you are Bahati. So know that you are lucky. I love that. And now let me pull up the specific blend. Okay, so this is greener on the other side, and then it says Immortality Blend. So that's really cool. And the ingredients are obviously the same on here, but instead of just green tea, it does say gunpowder green tea. So it gives a little more information. I always find with pretty much any brand of tea that there is more information on the website than there is on the packaging. So it's always worth taking a little trip to that website and like reading a little bit extra. It says, great way to boost your immune system, big on flavor too, contains caffeine. This is a delicate green tea, do not steep in boiling water. This is great as a detox or slimming tea, high in antioxidants, and it's Star K kosher certified. And this is Brianna, she is the owner. And she does a lot of like little Instagram videos too. She seems really, really interesting and really cool. But let's just go ahead and try the tea. It's herby. It tastes a little less herby than how it smells, but it's nice. Yeah, I feel like since there's like the green tea as well, in the smell, the green tea might get a little overpowered by the strong notes like the rosemary and the sage, but when I sip it, it's so perfect. Yeah, it's definitely like a softer flavor than I expected, but I really love that. Wow. I feel like this could be my morning tea. Like I feel like, you know, in the morning I always want a green tea. I usually want something that has like ginger or lemongrass or something, you know, that like herby, clean, green sort of thing. And what better way to start the day than with green tea with sage, because sage is like, I think it was the Witch of Wonderlust here on YouTube referred to sage as spiritual bleach. So it's sort of just like when you sage, like when you smudge with sage, it really just kind of like resets the vibe. So after you smudge, you have to, if you use sage, you have to make sure that you're putting the right kind of vibes back in, because when you sage, you're just removing it all, just doing a clean sweep. So you want to add in good vibes on top of that. You know what I mean? So if I drink this first thing in the morning, it'll kind of help me to like wash away the vibes of the day before and just start on a clean slate. And that's sort of what I try to do in the morning. I journal every morning to kind of get my thoughts all out so I can like start my day with a clear mind. And what a perfect companion for that this would be. And as of right now, this is their only green tea. They do have 2 different matchas, but this is the only like non-matcha green tea that they have. So that was what intrigued me first of all, because I love green tea. I feel like the rosemary and the sage are so like, it's much more subdued than I expected. So it's not as like, I guess I sort of thought that this would be kind of a polarizing tea. I thought there would be people who love it and people who can't drink it, you know, because of the herby ingredients, because I know not everybody likes that. But actually it's much more mild than I expected, and I think this would be a tea that a lot of different people could enjoy. That teeny hint of lemon is just, and the rose, like both the lemon and the rose are sort of like the cherry on top. Like I feel like you get that herby note first, but then like that rose and lemon just like balance it out in a way that makes it so just nice. And I do like that you taste the green tea, like it tastes like tea, which I definitely appreciate. I think what I would like to see is like a little more from the website, like a little more about the description, especially because Brianna is an herbalist, like a certified professional herbalist. I kind of want to see like what made her pair these ingredients together. But that's like my tea nerd side. I know a lot of people like order a tea and like drink it and enjoy it and love it, and that's all they do. But for me, it's like I need the full picture. Like I need to know like, ooh, what made you add this ingredient? What made you, like, I really enjoy that side of things. I do really love the fact that she used gunpowder green tea instead of using like Essentia or something. It has a smokier, bolder, kind of stronger flavor. Like it's darker, I guess. I feel like if they would have chosen to use a more vegetal, like buttery green tea, it wouldn't have worked as nicely because you don't really get any sort of vegetal, like grassy green note from the tea. So when you get like that herbiness, the green tea still holds its own and can stand up like with those herby ingredients. It's not like all one note, whereas like I feel like the David's Tea Sip of Sage was like, everything was overpowered by the spearmint that they had in that tea. But with this, it's like I really can pick out each individual note. And it's like, that sage and rosemary together is just so wonderful. But then that hit of rose and lemon, like I feel like the lemon just adds that little like tang at the end and sort of like brightens it up. I feel like the rose kind of stops it from being so herby that it tastes like it should be like chicken seasoning or something. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really wonderful. Like it's just like a really beautiful blend of flavors. And you could really tell when you drink this that the person who put it together is very knowledgeable about herbs and things, because you taste the herbiness, but it still tastes like a really good tea. It doesn't taste like herbs that belong like in cooking. Like it tastes really wonderful, and each ingredient really balances out the other ingredients. I think this was a really great first impression of Bahati tea. And I think I would definitely purchase this. I think it's really, really nice. And I think it could be the perfect morning tea for me. I hope you enjoyed my first review back, my first tea review of the quarantine. And I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a new tea brand, Bahati Tea. Let me know if you've heard of them before. For me, they're brand new to me. So this was really an exciting experience to try something completely new. I still have one more to try, so stay tuned for that. Great first impression. This is a brand I would definitely consider actually purchasing from after receiving these free ones. I'm really, really grateful that Brianna reached out to me and offered to send me this amazing tea. And I can't wait to try the next one. I hope it's as good as this one. I hope you are all having a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.